It's strange how a single sentence can turn your whole world upside down. One moment you think your marriage is just going through a rough patch, and the next, everything you built starts cracking right in front of you. That happened to me on a quiet Sunday afternoon, when my wife, Liana, sat across from me, folded her hands like she was about to discuss weekend plans, and said the words that hit like a hammer to the chest. "Let's just be friends. My ex needs me more." For a few seconds, I didn't even react. I thought I misheard her. Maybe she meant someone else. Maybe ex was short for something. But no, she meant exactly what she said. And she wasn't crying, she wasn't torn apart, she wasn't even conflicted. She said it like she was choosing a different TV show. "Your ex," I repeated slowly, unable to hide the disbelief in my voice. She nodded casually, like she was explaining a work schedule. "He's going through a lot. He needs support. Emotional support. I'm the only one he trusts." I stared at her. "So your solution is ending our marriage?" She sighed and looked annoyed, like I was the one being unreasonable. "Why do you always take things personally? This isn't about you. It's about me being there for someone who needs me. Not about me." My wife wanted to leave our marriage to emotionally support her ex, and somehow I wasn't supposed to take it personally. That moment changed everything. I realized I had spent years loving someone who didn't value commitment the same way I did. Someone who thought loyalty was optional. Someone who thought marriage could be paused like a game. But instead of arguing, I said nothing. Not because I had accepted it, but because something inside me clicked, quiet, cold, and clear. I needed to see how deep this went. That night, after she fell asleep, I noticed her phone buzzing non-stop. Messages from Leo. Her ex-heart emojis. Late-night calls. Hours of texting. Pictures deleted. Notifications muted. A whole secret world running parallel to our marriage. She wasn't just supporting him. She was already with him, emotionally, mentally, maybe physically too. I didn't need proof. I had enough. But instead of blowing up, confronting, or begging, I made a decision. If she wanted to leave so easily, I'd help her leave, just not in the way she expected. Over the next days, I quietly prepared. I copied financial documents, moved my personal savings to a secure account, talked to a lawyer, and set everything in place. Meanwhile, she continued acting like we were fine, until she could transition to being just friends. The irony was painful. She kept asking me if I was okay, pretending to care, while texting her ex in the bathroom. One night, she came home smiling, a smile she hadn't given me in months. I knew that smile wasn't meant for me anymore. "I'm going to visit Leo tomorrow," she said. "He needs someone to talk to." I nodded. "Of course. If that's what you want." She seemed relieved, maybe even proud of me for being understanding. She had no idea. The next morning, she dressed nicely, too nicely for someone going to support a friend. She left the house humming a song, thinking she had already softened the blow by telling me in advance. As soon as her car turned the corner, I put my plan into motion. By noon, I filed for divorce, attached evidence of emotional abandonment, and froze half of our shared assets legally, through the lawyer who had been guiding me quietly for 2 weeks. Every step was official, peaceful, and clean. No drama. No shouting. Just hard facts. At 6 p.m., she walked back into the house with the guilty smile of someone who thinks they're getting away with everything. "Hey," she said softly. "I'm home." I handed her an envelope. "What's this?" she asked, still smiling. "My support," I said. "For the person who needs you more." She frowned, confused, until she opened it and saw the divorce papers. Then everything shattered, her smile, her confidence, her plan. What is this?" she stuttered. "What you asked for," I said calmly. "Your freedom." She immediately tried to backtrack. No, I didn't mean it like that. I wasn't choosing him over you, You chose," I said quietly. "Long before you told me." She kept talking, crying, begging, blaming confusion, blaming stress, but her words didn't matter anymore. She had already made her choice. I was simply helping her finish it. The last thing I told her before walking out was, You didn't lose me to your ex. You lost me to your choices. She didn't expect consequences. She didn't expect me to walk away. And she definitely didn't expect my life to get better without her. But it did.